I'm here today with Richard Formato, creator and owner of Apple Tree Ink Design, Printing, and Signs. Based out of Claremont, Florida, Richard is an entrepreneur who's been in the business for over 16 years. I'd like to ask Richard a few questions about how he started his business and created his new business venture. Okay, Richard, the first question I'd like to ask you is, what made you decide to open your own business?
Well, actually, I was doing an internship in another field, and I started doing graphic design work on the side, making a little money doing that. So after moving back to my hometown after 6 months of the internship, I felt that there would be a need for like the type of design and digital printing that I did at the internship. And after researching the area and the competition, I just felt like it was the right time for me to open up a business.
Okay. How did you decide on your legal business structure?
Well, we decided to open as a sole proprietorship based on the advice of our accountant and the fact that we would start very small using our personal funds and grow slowly as the years went on.
How much time, money, and planning did it take before deciding to open a business?
For me, deciding to open a business was a process that probably took around 9 months or so. During the first 9 months, I researched the equipment, the competition, and developed a business plan that I could present to various banks to get a business loan. As far as money required during the planning stage, that was very minor. As for money required to actually open the business, that's something entirely different.
How did you go about finding a location for your business?
Well, I knew I wanted to open in the downtown business district, so I estimated the square footage of the space I needed, and that had a storefront that had a good retail visibility, and just figured that would be the best location for the business.
As far as how you obtained your startup capital, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, for the startup capital, initially I took the business plan to my local longtime bank president to try to get a business loan. Based on my research, I realized that I would need no less than $40,000 for equipment, supplies, all the regular costs for starting up a business. Even though the bank president appreciated the business plan and the idea and thought it would be a success, he was reluctant, so he recommended taking some equity out of our home to start the business. And then if the business was successful after a year or two, he could transfer that into an actual business loan instead of a second mortgage. And so that's what we ended up doing, and it's been a success since.
Tell me a little bit about the advertising aspect, such as like how you promote yourself.
Okay, advertising, in the beginning we primarily advertised in various print media, local newspapers, magazines, postcards, flyers, yellow pages, etc. All the advertisement that I could at the time. More recently, we started advertising online with our websites, Facebook, Twitter, and direct mail. Social media has become huge these days with advertisement and keeps costs low. We also have outside salespeople, and word of mouth is a big part of our new and repeat businesses.
In the previous question, you mentioned advertising online. Does your company have a website? If so, why did you build one, and who maintains it?
Well, Jonathan, yes, we do have a website because I realized that more and more people search for businesses online now than they did in the past. And we built and maintained the website ourselves because being in the graphic design field and going to a Full Sail taught me how to build a website pretty sufficiently and low cost.
What are the licensing requirements for your business?
Licensing, we need a city and county occupational license and a federal and state tax ID.
What do you think is the most important quality in an employee?
For me, in my business philosophy, I believe having the desire or willingness to learn, hard work obviously, and honesty, and also being able to solve problems when needed. Those are just the basic things when thinking about hiring a new employee, and that's always on my mind.
Richard, what kind of day-to-day things do you have to do?
Well, we start by opening up the store and turning on all the equipment, the roll-in printer, the black and white printer, all the computers. Then we check for our emails, voicemail messages, and respond to them. Meet with the customers that we are looking over proofs or taking new design work. We input the orders on job tickets, do quotes, estimates, design, layout, and typeset jobs, email proofs back, make color copies, black and white copies, design logos. I'm pretty much in that department doing all the design work, layout brochures, printing, making signs, which entails cutting paper, cutting wood, aluminum, chloroplast, gator, foam board, all the necessary signage material. And occasionally we've been getting into the vehicle wraps and the vehicle graphics, but just that's basically a normal day at Apple Tree Inc.
Okay, great. Richard, what is it that makes you feel your business is a success?
Well, Jonathan, we've been in business for over 16 years now and have a good reputation and still continue to get repeat business and new business every day. We've had customers that I've known for 15, 16 years that still come in and get business cards for their businesses. So that's what we thrive on, is just our loyalty, our customer loyalty is a big thing.
My final question to you, Richard, is what would be the best advice you could give someone just starting out in a business?
The best advice I could give, just from past experience and failure, would be learn as much as you can about the business you want to open. Research it, do everything you can prior to even starting the business. Determine how many employees would be optimal for the business to operate, and then determine if the business can be successful by consistently operating with those employees. And like everyone knows, don't expect to work 40 hours a week like a normal 40-hour a week work week, because it's going to be pretty much like an 80-hour week, or every day, every night. It's pretty much always on your mind.
So in and out, right?
Yeah, when you own your own business, it's pretty much just your life at that point. So.
Okay. All right.
It was great talking to you, Jonathan.
All right. Well, great, Richard. Thank you so much for this interview.
No.
I'll definitely keep in touch with you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.